What is up? What is going on, Dave at SVA Card Collectors? It was a snowy night. Got about an inch or two. That's what a Chinese woman said. And by my projects, that I'm doing now, which is 2 hours away from me up north, they got 13 inches. So no more jokes for that. So I did a thing. I bought 2 retail boxes at $120 of Panini Prism. Why? Because I'm a glutton for punishment. I do get 1 autograph and 12 silvers guaranteed. And then there's probably a thing on the bottom that says numbers may vary, because that's what Panini does. And so there's that. I'm still debating. We know what I'm going to do. We know I'm not going to hold out too long. I'm just going to open the damn things. I wanted to open up one. I was just going to hold another, but I have no willpower. I really don't. I try to have willpower, but I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. That's it. Done. So tomorrow we have a bunch of stuff being released. A ton of stuff. A lot of stuff's already out. Draft. It's all out and about. I would have thought that I would have been buying a whole bunch of boxes of these instead of the Prism, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm just more into the Prism right now. I'm just more into those cards. I think I'm just more into basketball in general right now, because obviously they're playing. But it's just what's got my attention. It's not even the Zion. I'm not even like, oh, I want Zion. It would be nice, but it's just looking for, decent cards that I think will appreciate in value. And so I think there's that. They have Panini Obsidian Football. I really like the way these cards look. I'm not going to go into pricings and things like that. Go to Cardboard Connection. That's where you get everything. It'll tell you the checklist, and, maybe I'll shoot out an email if I can find stuff, cheap on eBay. The cheapest prices over there. But just a nice looking card. They're black cards. They got some cool designs to it. I just like them. I like them a lot. Collectability, who knows? Obviously right now, like I said before, it's all about the quarterbacks, baby. Yeah. And so that's who you're going for in these things. And if you don't get anyone else, you get Jacobs, the running back from the Raiders. Sell now, because I'm sure he'll screw it up, or he'll be a Hall of Famer, and his card still just won't go up that much. They say Prism is being released tomorrow. They've been out. I guess maybe it's the hobby. So there's that. And you also have Panini Elite Extra Edition, Triple E Baseball. They're $100. I'm sure you get a bunch of autographs. I didn't look at that because, truthfully, this is not cards that you should be buying to invest in. They do look nice, but it's not the thing to buy a box and stash it away, or buy a box and hold these cards for way back when. If you want to buy particular cards, you buy them. If the player does well, then I'm sure they're going to go up in value exponentially from everything else. It just won't be as much. So if the card is worth $5, maybe it'll go up to $10. Whereas a Bowman, if it's $15, $20 and he's a superstar, it goes up to $300, $400, $500. So there's that. You'll be able to buy cheaper cards of prospects. They'll have more of the prospects available than draft. So there's that as well. So if you're looking for Bobby Witt Jr., I think it's Witt Jr., I know that. He's going to be there. He's there. So you got that. Now, the Panini Prism Basketball first off the line. They did that Dutch oven crap. Yeah, I know I said. So it started from $1,000 and went down. It got all the way down to $290. I would say most of them sold between the $300 to $400 range. I'm just guessing. But I know I saw on some Twitter feeds, guy bought 12 boxes at $350 and bought 12 more at $12. I don't know how he bought. I guess he has multiple accounts, which should be he should be excommunicated from the hobby. But There's that. So I don't know. I think if they would have it at $500, all us guys would have hopped all over it. So maybe they lost a couple of bucks. I don't know. I know looking at the comparison between that and hobby, it wasn't. The hobby box was better, to be honest with you. I think they had more. I think they had more autographs, or if they had autographs, the other one did. I'm not too sure, but the hobby box was better. But I'm sure they have some exclusive nonsense, first off the line BS nonsense. So there's always going to be that premium for that box, and it's all dependent on Zion and what he does. If he comes back and he's roaring, that thing's going to be a ton of money, and everyone's going to be going crazy. It actually might be better that he wasn't playing now, because you can buy it a little bit cheaper, because we don't know what's going on with him. He's still, jerking his chain. He's jerking his chain at home. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's playing basketball. I don't know. What is this guy doing? Oh, all right. So anyway, now, there was another thing Panini did, because they are so cool. And they had these Panini Absolute basketball patches I've been seeing on Twitter. And the best way to change something is to just use a black marker. And that's exactly what they did on these cards. It was a game-used, worn card, worn relic jersey type card, but it also said autograph on it. But there was no autographs. So what do? You just get a marker and you scratch it out, and then you just mark it off. Hey, no autograph. That's it. Done. Like, what are you doing? Like, who does your quality control? Like a blind guy? Like, what are you doing? I don't know. It was my first day. I missed it. They got guys like who just started. They're like, I don't know. It looked good to me. Autograph? Oh, crap. Well, just give me a marker. I'll just mark it off. We're good. That's exactly what they did. The guy was just like, you know what? We're not going to spend any additional money on cardboard. That would be the correct thing to do. Let's just get a marker and mark it off. So people are complaining about that, as they should be. Topps wouldn't do such things. They would just lie or do other naughty stuff. But there's that. A lot of people are talking about that on the Twitter. And just, again, Panini just not caring. Panini does not really care too much about the user experience. They are just, you're going to buy from us anyway, so just suck it up. And what do? We suck it up. Suck. That's what we do. Because that's it. What? There's no other game in town for basketball or football. So what are we gonna do? Not buy cards? Not buy basketball and football cards? That would be silly. And in Topps, they got the same thing. I'll defend Topps a little bit. I think if something like that were to happen, they wouldn't use a marker. I think they would redo the cards. Now, would they take the patches out? No. They would just use I don't know. They would just use random jerseys that they found. And maybe they would put in small lettering, random jersey found in closet. One of one. But I hope Topps would be a little bit better than that. But so that's all the stuff I see going on in the industry. There's a lot of stuff to it. There's more people that have much more knowledge than me with regards to draft and who the guys to get. I tried looking it up. I really didn't care. I'm going to look and see what's selling high, and then I'll look at the guy and see what he's done and see if it's good or not. Or if I think I see good deals and lots, I'll start looking those players up, and that's how I learn. And that's the way you should learn. by listening to somebody, and maybe you do trust them, and after a while you do gain their trust, and I think some people do that with me because they know I'll look it up. If I said, hey, I looked it up, and not just spewing off the top of my head sometimes. But there is, some people that know what's what, but even still, I like to see the data, I like to see the information, I like to see and compare different guys and different positions and things like that. That's what I do. I like to compare per position, like by the position, because you can't compare a shortstop or second baseman to a third baseman or outfielder with power numbers. You can, but you shouldn't. And so I just think it's, I missed something here. Hopefully that guy don't hit me. I missed the right people, sorry. Sorry. So I think it's important to do that research, while draft is coming into play. That's how I learned a lot about 2018. I just started looking stuff up. Now, I didn't look up their stats. I didn't look at anything like that in the beginning because I was just like, oh, people buying them, let me go buy them. And I had no rhyme or reason. It was just stupid. Oh, this is first. Let me just buy it. So I don't do those mistakes anymore. But still, I can still be wrong. You can still guess on something. I thought Garrett Hampson from Colorado was a great, choice, and he didn't play that well. He got sent down and he came back up and started playing decent. So maybe this year will be the year that he does well. I don't know. Who knows? You can only just look at the data and make a good guess and see what the price is. And if the price is low enough, or if there's good value, just go ahead and do it. But there's nothing that can substitute that by actually doing the work and looking the stuff online. There just isn't. I can't. There's no magic wand. There's no nothing. You just have to do it. Just do it. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that now, but I won't be buying anything for a while for Bowman draft because the prices, like the rent, will be too damn high. So just not something that's smart. So there's that. I don't know what else is coming out the end of the year. I have to look at that. I'm sure there is more stuff, but really draft is what it's all about, and that's what it's going to be primarily on people's minds. And whatever basketball, comes out next. Prism is it. This is going to be the big one. This month is going to be crazy for that stuff. So just have fun, all right? So I'm out of time. SVA card collectors. Oh, one last thing. On my Twitter, I shared an article, and it's from the Sports Card Investors website. He had a great idea of getting other people to write articles for him, and then he posted it so he can use them, which is very smart. Similar to people, they write on mine. He had a couple of guys, and they were excellent articles, and I posted that. But I don't have enough people to do that. I would like to use more people. I'm going to say use. People go, contribute and share with the community. No, he's just using them. And I don't think he cares. I don't think he would care. I would say that because it's the truth. I'm just using you for your traffic to my website. So it was a great article about this guy. He sold a ton of like $5 cards less using plain white envelope. The guy had started a long time ago. This guy has 40, 50,000 cards, maybe even more for sale. He does 5, 6, 800, sales per month, maybe more. I would think more because if you have that many cards, you usually do 1%. But anyway, 1% of the amount of cards that you have is what you should be selling minimum on your website. So if you have 1,000 cards, you should be that's a little low. You should be doing around not 1%, 10%. So you should be selling 100. You would like to, but it never works out that way. But besides the point, I'm rambling here. But it was a good article. I shared it on my Twitter account. Just find it. It's there. And yeah, it was a good read. It was really interesting, and it's something that I may look into. The only thing that I didn't like was, and I wanted to look on YouTube to see if there's any videos on people actually doing it, scanning cards. Because he said he had to spend a lot of money on this special scanner, not special scanner, just a professional, a nice scanner that scans really fast. So he could do like 3,000 cards in an hour, which that's how you get stuff done. But the thing is, I'm worried about the scanners. I want scanners, like in Scarface, messing up the card. Like it coming around is going to get bent, the edge is going to get messed up, the corner's going to get messed up. I guess it's not happening to him, but that's the thing that I would think would happen. So I want to take a look and see if someone's actually done that and see how the card. I'm not going to spend the money to buy a printer just to see if it works. But the printers seem to be relatively inexpensive. I saw one for $100 to $150. So if you were looking to do that, I would check out that guy's article. And I think there was a lot of good points. He can dive probably deeper into it. And it was a long article, so he did a really good job. So just check it out. I don't know the guy's name. Single card guy. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just making it up. All right, guys. I'm out of here. You know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later.
I forgot to also talk about tomorrow. I will be on Facebook Live. I'm going to say 9 o'clock. And I will be just riffing, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So if you want to head over, Bernard will have the link for the Blue Jeans app. And you can head over there. You can show me your face and we can talk. Answer any questions. Me and Bernard will just go back and forth with our little banter and have fun. Sorry I didn't talk about this before. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Later.